Hello guys, it's Ryan Ho back with another video. Today we have a really cool product. This is a miniature tube. This is basically a portable tube amplifier. And it's really cool because there's really nothing really like this on the market. Well, maybe there's one other one on the market, so maybe there's two of them. But basically you get a tube amplifier that you can take anywhere you want. This is a really interesting device because this thing is not only a mini desktop system because it comes with what they call a power base, but this is actually just a simple USB type of dongle that you can actually use with your phone and take it on the road so you can play your music and yeah. But this power base that it actually comes with is the unique part about it. This power base actually makes the sound better because it actually has a built-in battery and it allows you to basically charge this as well as play music with it with a separate cable. And this really does help the sound and improve the sound in my opinion. But essentially you get a mini desktop setup as well as a small portable setup that allows you to take your tubes anywhere. Now, the sound of tubes is always an interesting thing that I feel like a lot of people say tubes have this type of magic about them. And, describing tubes is actually something that I find very interesting because like I actually recently got an electric car and, a lot of people compare like a gas car to electric car. They say electric car is soulless because essentially the engine doesn't make any noise. You can't really feel or hear the engine. It just, the car just goes. It's very silent and people don't like that. I feel like when people talk about solid state and tube amplifiers, it's a very similar scenario. Tube amplifiers, people like it because it's kind of warm sounding. It brings a little bit more life. There's a little bit more nostalgia with it as well. So that's probably a few of the reasons why people like the sound of tubes, right? So take a closer look at the Tube Mini. You can see that when you plug it in, it has this nice kind of glow to it. The actual functionality is pretty easy, but on the back we have the USB right here, which gives you the charging capability, the DAC where you just connect it to your phone and it can transfer music, and it has an on and off button on the back as well. And then the actual device, it plugs in right here and it allows your USB to kind of sit inside this device. Personally, I think it sounds a lot better with the power base, so I recommend the power base. This thing is about $300, while the DAC itself, or the DAC amp, is $500, so $800 in total. So taking a closer look at the Tube Mini, you can see that it has all the kind of functionality you're looking for, so you can increase and decrease the volume on the side buttons. And on this other side, you can start and stop your music, as well as choose between the single-ended and the balanced port, whichever output you want to use. And on top, we have the balanced 4.4 Pentacon. And then we have the single-ended 3.5 millimeter inside. So really a very simple, easy to use device. This thing is made of really nice metal, so it's really solidly built and it feels really good. The interesting thing about this is because it has tubes, they actually have like basically the tubes suspended in vibration. So any noise that kind of comes in from it, it's kind of isolating it from the outside noise. And then you got two little tubes in there that can control left and right. And so that's why you have a fully balanced. And this thing actually puts out 1 watt into 8 ohms. So I tested it with hard to drive headphones and gear, and this thing powered them really nicely. So I actually tested it with the Diana MR. I feel like this is a good pairing with it. If you like, this is actually a low impedance headphone, but this is also low impedance as well for its output, so it pairs really well. It actually powers this headphone really well, and it sounds really good. You get that kind of tube type of flavor with that kind of mid-range for its sound that the MR is kind of known for. And overall, I feel like this sounds really good together. So let's talk about the sound and how it actually sounds. So when it comes to the Woo Audio Tube Mini, this thing basically has a miniaturized tube sound, so you get that kind of that soft, smooth treble that a lot of people enjoy. You definitely get that here as well. Your treble is never going to sound overly forward or sibilant at all. And then when it comes to kind of the bass, you get that kind of nice soft bass as well that has a little extra like kind of bloom to it, so it sounds really nice and warm. I guess some people like to say gooey, so it sounds really kind of nice. And I feel like this type of sound really kind of focuses you on the mid-range. That's the part where I think this is really excels at. So if you like listening to like a lot of vocals type of music, I feel like the vocals really pop out a lot. They sound really nice. They sound really lovely. So then the other thing that people are going to ask is like, how much difference does the power base make? To me, I would honestly only buy this with the power base. Like I think the power base really amplifies the sound, makes it sound a lot better. I feel like overall it sounds a lot more open sounding. The soundstage opens up a lot more with the power base. It sounds a lot clearer, cleaner, and the separation overall is increased by a lot with the power base. So to me, you're getting the Woo Audio sound, and I would say you're kind of getting a mini WA7 third generation Fireflies essentially, right? I think with the power base, you're getting kind of closer to that type of mini desktop tube sound with it. So I really think if you're looking for the best sound quality out of this device, I think you really do need the power base. Now without the power base, it sounds a little bit more warmer, a little bit more kind of intimate sounding. How I imagine a lot of people would use this is if you're at home, you would stick it into the power base on your desk and you can enjoy it. And then if you're going outside or on a vacation, you could just bring this little small device. You can pack it away really easily and bring it with you. The kit actually comes with, you know, a really nice small case. I mean, really, this is a really small case. You can really fit it anywhere in your bag. I feel like that is pretty much the advantage, right? You get that tube sound anywhere you go. You also have a case if you want to bring the power base. The power base is a little bit heavier because it has a built-in battery in there, but it's a very solid piece of machinery. But I think for a lot of people, if you're just going for the lightest weight possible, you would just take the tube amp with you and kind of leave the power base at home. So in conclusion, I do recommend this little tube amplifier. If you're just looking for something very portable that you can take around, that you can really enjoy, I feel like that's really where it excels a lot. I think that's like what people are looking for. It's actually very powerful too, putting out over a watt into 8 ohms. That's like honestly a lot of power. I didn't even have to turn it up that loud with my Dyna MR. So really this thing has a lot. You can also power my HE6. So honestly, this little device has a lot of power and a lot of throughput too, if you're looking for that. And I feel like that's kind of really where it excels, honestly, a small, powerful device. And the other interesting thing is that it's actually their, I guess, most affordable option on their kind of list, and it's probably their smallest and most portable option as well. So if you're looking for that, I definitely recommend this product. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe down below. Helps my videos out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.